Members and officials of the city government of Monrovia here present, I recognize you all. My name is Alpha G. Gray, spokesperson of the city government of Monrovia. Today, we want to use this time to say you all are wholeheartedly welcome to the office of the mayor of the city of Monrovia, His Lordship Jefferson Tamakoji. We have assembled here today to hear from our city mayor, Honorable Jefferson T. Koji, who have a word or two to our fellow Liberians who are going to partake in the 44th World Chess Olympiad. At this time, ladies and gentlemen of the press, distinguished colleagues of the city government, I would like to use this time to now turn the microphone over to His Lordship Jefferson Tamakoji, who will speak to us officially. Thank you ever so much. Honorable Mayor.
Well, thank you. Thank you so kindly. We want to bless God at this point in time. I think if we fair enough, we were allowed our team that is on their way to represent our country. We allowed the head of the delegation to do an introduction and try to give the public a little synopsis about what they're going to be engaged into and what we must be expecting from their own engagement. And I think fair enough it's important that the stakeholders on behalf of the country, particularly the President of the Republic of Liberia, so we can be able to hear them. So without delay, we allowed the head, without introduction for each and every one of the team members, a little history. When you depart, when you are expected to return, and what should we watch out for?
Okay, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here and hearing from the mayor of the city of Monrovia. Says a lot about this game that we are all trying to promote, the game of chess. So the Liberia Chess Federation will be participating in its second World Chess Olympiad. It is the equivalent in chess of what we know in football to be the World Cup. It's where all the top countries in the world go to perform for the top medal. And Liberia first participation was in 2018. We took 7-member team and 5 players. This time around, we are taking a delegation of 13 persons. An open session team of 5 players, all male, and a female team of 5 players. And then the head of delegation, myself, Thomas Kaya, and then the captain of the open session team and the captain of the female team. So I will quickly do introduction of the players. First, I start with the captain. Right before me is Mr. Tama William Sa. He's the Secretary General of the Liberia Chess Federation. But on this delegation, he's the captain of the team, open session team. Next to him is Mr. Fode Kondo. He's a member of our leadership, but he's captaining the female team. And then on the female team, we have one of the players who is a former female champion in person of Tita Thompson. Former female chess champion from 2018 to 2019. We have one of our very young players in town on the female team. She's Miller Davids. Miller? Miller is 13, and this is one of the exciting teams of our team we're taking. Next to Miller is Princess Barney. Princess Barney is 17, and she qualified for a slot on this team. And before I get to the player, there's a player who is not here because of tight schedule at work before departure. She is Anthony Alo Windo Tapla. Windo is a former champion in the female category too. And then our current female champion is 13-year-old Abigail Kaya. So on the female team, we have 3 teenagers. One is 17 to 13. So we probably going to have the youngest team back on position in the female session. For the open session, from the far end, we have Anders Smith. Anders Smith will be representing Liberia for the first time level, so we expect to see a lot from him. After Anders Smith is not Mr. FN Field Master, because he earned a title. FN Bagon Hammer. Bagon Hammer is former champion, and he's the only member of the team that was in Batumi for the 2018 Olympia. The other members did not qualify. So after Bagon, we have the current champion of the Republic of Liberia, Mr. Bobby Bala. And then we have Kennedy Master, a very experienced player, Daniel Coleman. And then we have another player who's a bit difficult to describe. You never know what he gives you, and he's capable of doing anything you think about. He's the only player who drew with popular grandmaster called Nigel Short. Nigel Short played a trip in Africa, playing demonstration games across the continent, and he won all. In Liberia, we got one draw, and he was the one who drew the grandmaster. So, and I'm the head of the delegation, Thomas Kyle, president of the Liberia Chess Federation. Oh, before that, he's taking photos, so I miss him. Is Mr. Kemo Samula, former financial secretary and a current member of the executive committee of the Liberia Chess Federation, who has been very instrumental in mobilizing the support of our stakeholders, including the government, to ensure that we have this team. So we leave today, the 25th of July. We're going to start the event on the 28th. We will remain in China. It's a city on the southeastern coast of India. They are hosting this tournament up to the 10th of August, and we return on the 11th of August. Our team is expected to compete in a separate session. All of the 187 countries will be battling for the top prize, or the top three prizes: gold, silver, and bronze. But realistically, like we know in soccer, some countries are not there yet to win the top prize. So what is done in the chess world, they put all countries in a separate category. So you fight for your category that you are in, aside from the overall prize that you are fighting for. When we went in Batumi in 2018, we came second in our category. We missed out on the gold, at least we won the next one, the silver. But this time around, we have set for ourselves the benchmark that we must win our category, no matter where it takes us. Because this is a team that was preparing to go for the Olympia in 2020. But because of COVID, it was shifted. And now that preparation added to the preparation we did in 2021. And all of the players can attest, the qualifier was very tough. We could not tell who will qualify because we have 20 capable players, chess players in Liberia, who can represent this country any day, and we only needed 5 in the open session. So the 5 you see here, they have already been tested by the peers. So we trust that going into that tournament, we're going to win our category. And more importantly, the World Chess Federation has declared 2022 as the year of women in chess. And they have asked all federations to promote that initiative. So we are excited to the support from the government of the Republic of Liberia that we are able for the first time in our history to carry a team representing all the ladies in Liberia. And we are even more excited that the team is dominated by teenagers. So on that note, I would like to say thanks, and we are honored to be here, and we look forward to interacting with the Office of the Major once we return from this Olympic journey. Thank you.
Well, thank you. We're having technology.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we there? Well, we want to say thank you. Thank you so kindly, Thomas Kaya. I Knew you back then in high school when we were involved into academic make the challenge. You were one of those in our generation, very exceptional. You and your good friend John Gray. So I'm not surprised for you to be displaying such leadership. Chess is not an ordinary game. Chess is a game for thinkers. And we want to say, normally my good friend, the media people, when we come in this conference room, it's sometimes just about the usual conversation. Today we want to say to you, it's not about the city government, it's not about the politics, it's not about the waste. It's about something very different. We must begin to look for some value that these countries have and that we're not even thinking about it. Other people depend on chess. Go to Great Britain, Russia, around the world, even in America. You check around. Chess is a serious resources. In fact, they think people use it to develop their country. But because in the undeveloping country, we sometimes do not know the significance of some of those very important games in our country. We are glad that these Liberians here trying to put the country on the map. And we only sometimes we only focus on one group. And that's why I want to say we're very grateful to His Excellency Dr. George Monrovia, who is beginning under his stewardship. We're beginning to put spotlight on some of those hidden talents that the country can be spotted in different dimensions. Even when you come to soccer, the under 17, the under 20, we begin to make headway. Even in our female soccer, we see those young girls making headway. And I like the way Kaya you point it very squarely. Don't be expecting the people to go win a cup. He's very clear. This game is quite different the way you see it. Not because they're going to participate in an Olympic and you think they won't know. People have been structured in various categories. And what they're doing is not ordinary. For you to even be qualified to participate, even though we haven't been to the World Cup in terms of soccer, I think we have a lot of sport that is being recognized in the world. In fact, think or believe the war began with chess. When people were thinking World War I, World War II to see what could they do, they took chess players, thinkers, to project and to analyze how to engage structure in the world. So I think we are very glad that wonderful Nigerians like you here, you become symbol of nationalism and patriotism. What you do here today is something that we are very proud of. So before I come here, I communicated with the finance minister, a lady that I know and I want to commend him. My understanding is that you've been captured in the budget. I didn't know that. So I was trying to talk about that. And he said, you've been so glad. And I think what I honor this leadership, I can speak to that. But I think, and fortunately, the finance minister told me that he's a former president of this institution.
The first president.
The first president. Wow. Yeah, give it up for the finance minister. So, Mr. Minister, I want to say thank you for continuously championing and exemplifying the exceptional brilliance that we Liberians are very proud of you. So we're glad that this thing can be a thing that can project our country on a map, on the world stage. We want to bid you farewell, and we thought it's fair enough now that we have gotten to know what you do. So today, basically, we just call you on behalf of His Excellency Dr. George Monrovia, and particularly in our name, and the wonderful people of Monrovia, And I think above of you are residents of Monrovia. So we thought it was fair enough to come here and bid you farewell to inspire you. Because you're going and what you do is in the interest of this country. You will be lifting the flag up. So we have come here to say to you, you are not alone as you leave this country today. We want you to bear in mind that you will be representing every single Liberian through the loot bailiwick of this country. So we want you to be very courageous. And the most inspiring aspect, we see a generation, a future in what you do. We see our young ladies who have decided to venture in a very important, it tells you what this country is possible. If we can see a 13-year-old, we only do and see this thing, we think it's a magic. And we think it can only happen in London, it can only happen in India, or it can only happen in the USA. I think the challenge here is that we're not providing opportunity, but I think it can also happen. And we are very glad that we have these young people and that we want to call on the ministry, the government, and the president directly so that we can go more focused on the chess game. We know you're already in the budget, but we think we need to see how we can think about increasing your budgetary allotment. Yeah. So we can also because chess game is a very strategic and it's a thinking game like I keep emphasizing. So you if a person is playing a chess game, there must be a condition created for such a person. You can't be playing chess game and you have to be thinking chess player as extraordinary people. Educates can they are going to school must be some level immediately. And when you once you venture to play chess, government must be prepared to take care of your schooling. We must be so you can take that burden of your guardians and your parents. And for people like you, we have to make sure that if you play a chess, we must create an environment that can be able to support you. So you focus on the game. Because I guess people around the world who play chess game, they have to focus. You cannot play chess game with a divided mind. It's something very difficult. Louisiana, I can remember when I went to the US. I think here you see you see people travel from around the world and go and see the symbol. And people pay tribute, people travel, people go to Mountain that you call Abraham Lincoln to go and see. That's why it's happening. So I want to say to you, we are the member of the press. You are here also. All of our people, we encourage you. So we begin to put spotlight on some of those sports that we have in our country. And I think people will be very surprised. You will not know. And I talked to Kaya, like I said to you, Kaya been a long time friend. I'm not surprised about the role. He has long been an excellent young man in terms of his academic prowess. He has suggested that we will work with the Chess Federation so that as we commence every year, we celebrate our Monrovia Day. So I think we are finding a way to how we can partner and because around the world, other cities are deeply involved in promoting the chess game. So again, like the press here want to lay to you that Monrovia has fortunately, even though we do it officially, by 2023, Monrovia has won. It will be the first in sub-Saharan Africa for Monrovia to be hosting the Global Parliament of Media Conference. We're talking a conference conference that you can have over 6 to 7 thousand mayor in conversion. So we are very positive, and we are very glad that our colleagues from around the world have seen it befitting in terms of security, because normally these kind of conferences are not just given to a country. I can remember when I became mayor, places that we hosted this conference in Italy, London, Poland, and recently we just hosted in Poland. So we will be the first when we do the high in South Africa, so we're going to be the second African country to host this. Very important. It is the biggest gathering of all mayors around the world. It is that gathering that mayor can converge and make determination how to address some of the most complex issues that are confronting our today's world. So we're glad that some of those things we want to pay attention to so people can begin to know some of the values that we have within our city. So we're going to work with you all and many other young people that are you have, top potential. Those potentials can be utilized. I hope today I just came to pay the people farewell. So, Prince, you want to ask questions? You should be asking uh, the you'll be asking Tomokaya, you know, you'll be asking Tomokaya all of the questions. I'll quiet here and we'll come to our normal engagement. But you see, it's very important at this point in time. This is the eve of our Independence Day. We also want to say thank you. We want to bid you farewell. I want to use this time to say Happy Independence Day, particularly to the wonderful and beautiful people of the residents of Monrovia. As the mayor, want to say Happy Independence Day. We want to make sure that wherever you are, just take a flag and just pull it up. You have to show that you love this country and that you love yourself. Loving your country indicates that you love yourself. Make sure, don't tell me say, oh, they also have. Go find one flag and put it right in front of your place there. I want to say happy Independence Day to each and every one of you. And we encourage you to, tomorrow is a day, no matter who you are, you should be able to stay out of trouble. It must be that one day you must appreciate your existence as a Liberian. There's no country without a situation. The question is, are we making strides to address those conditions that are confronting our country? Absolutely yes. But those strides are still. We want to say tomorrow is a very important day. We want you all to celebrate. All of you in the 15 countries, wherever you are, see that day. It is a day that has been recognized as the day of your independence. As other countries are celebrate their independence, we want you to be very joyfully excited. I want to say thank you to His Excellency Dr. George Monrovia, who continues to provide a platform to young people and to Liberians who he believes they have the requisite competence to help and govern the country. With this being said, I want to say thank you, and I would want to hear the 13 years old so we can hear her, what motivate her to play chess, what class she in, what school she is in, so you can inspire her. You are my inspiration right now. I know what chess is. To see you say you're playing chess is something that we are very, very excited. We must be able to, we must be excited. You are the news member here. 13-year-old playing chess. So, you want to. So after that, the head of the delegation will do a presentation.
My name is Mila M. Davis, and I'm in the 10th grade. I'm attending the BCCI Institute. What motivated me to play chess is Actually, my dad play chess, and I love the game because every day you be at the house playing with other people, and he told me that chess has a lot of benefits, and chess is a good game for thinkers. So I think that can improve my life too. That's what my opinion.
Champion. After chess, stick with you. So the parents are the biggest, motivator, motivation for their
Um, Hello to all. Abigail Kara, and I'm 13 years old, and I'm attending the BW Harris Episcopal High School in the ninth grade. Uh, Actually, it's not what motivated me, but who motivated me, and it's still motivating me. In person of my dad, he always tells me that Liberia is a country that have many talents, but with lesser opportunities. So he always tells me to strive for things that will help me to motivate myself to have opportunities to leave this country. He always tells me that I should study hard and work hard. He said that if I study hard and work hard, if I make it in this life and leave this country, you allow me to do whatever I want. So he encourages me to use chess as a medium of opportunity to improve or better living condition in the country. So thank you.
So you get all of them, man. That's a wonderful story. Yeah, so I get you. So I get all of them. That's wonderful. See, too much thing in this country, but it's person I don't know for
Hello to all. My name is Princess Barney. I'm 17 years old and I got promoted to the 12th grade. I got motivated by my dad and my coach, but I never had passion for the game at first. But when I came around, I saw Mile, I saw the champion that she was much smaller. And then I said, but I can do it because if people that are older than can do it, then I can do it too. So I used to come around, play chess with my uncle, and that's how I got involved into the chess game. But the game helped me a lot because it improved my thinking in school. It makes me mature, like it helped me to go around good people and how to present myself too. It's a very good game. Thank you.
you. Wonderful. Yeah, again, you get something in the church.
Good afternoon, parents. My name is Peter Thompson. I graduated from the I graduated 2017 from Zion University. I actually got to know about this game through our former champion, the president of Tonosa. We have a qualifier for Russia in 2018, and I went to see Christian Grania, the president, Coach Ochoa. I went there, every time I was to go there, see the play this game, but actually I never really did. So, for at that time, we have the final minister as the president. So they had a qualifier, and then he started to tell me that we can make it. I said, but how would I make it? Well, I don't even know the game, and I don't even know how to start. He said, well, I can sacrifice to teach you the game. So I said, well, what is all about the game? And he said, the game is a game of life. the, they make you to be a critical thinker. Actually, game is when you playing the game, it make you to think, uh, why if I do this in this life? Every decision you're about to take, you think two ways or three ways. So what if I do this and this don't work? What next I'm going to do? So he encourages me to talk. And then he took like 3 weeks to teach me the game. And we went for the qualifier that year. I was qualified for him making it go for that Olympia. Since then, we've been playing the game. We have been struggling to promote chess. And I will take this time to ask the government to help us promote this game. We are actually struggling to promote the game. Thank you.
I want to say thank you. It's wonderful. So now we have four powerful messages now this game. So everyone can talk about, I see the gender again. You always say about gender equality. So women talk, and I have no men talk. If our so men want to talk, so you don't want a man. You think a man get story too? What do you mean a man get story? We take 2 men from here. The men who draw with the what you call the grandmaster and somebody else. I think the national champion. Yeah. The grandmaster, the man who draw the man, he is the, I'm telling you, the man is the one of that.
Before I go into introduce myself, I have been president of the Republic of Liberia, known as Dr. George Bakubero from the ground director Monrovia. I would like to tell you very thank you for providing the opportunities for all to see another line. Because actually I'm not talking about politics because just not go out politics because during my study time we suffer a lot to even leave this country to even go Azerbaijan, Baku, Eastern Europe, suffer and we didn't make it. But George Man, we are doing a very good things for us to improve our talent to see another line. My name is Joel Old Ebequita. You can definitely call me the GM killer if you wish to. I'm not finished.
Yeah, that's story. I didn't get anything.
No, I would then make it very short and sweet because if I try to explain myself, I've already get into the game. What I'm on here, to be frank. Yeah. Okay. When I learned the game back within 2016, yeah, there's no one else who really nurture me a good or Tomon G. Kaya, which is current president of the LCF, or commonly known as the Liberian Chess Federation. When I first went to my biggest event was at Front Street, where the Honorable Minister was the president of the chess club. So I won my first game I played was a very strong player and I'm very good at setting records. So I beat or rather some carry. Everybody look at me and say, wow, this little child has something in him that he can do a very good thing tomorrow. So Thomas J. Kaya brought me closer to him. It decided to teach me and it just came to help me a lot. And I also went to several free time to Baku and several free time rather to the hotel called Hotel Palma, something like that. Yeah. So I was the first to bring a gold trophy to our country, Mama Liberia, in our category of under 18. So I don't have a rating, nothing, because just of the category the girl rating, non-rated is that like a CM, FN, and IN, and GN. So I was none. People underestimated my game, but I went there with the confidence and pride inside of me for what I learned from Mr. Tomaji Kaya. And I went there, I brought the trophy to Liberia, and I presented it to the LCF. And people qualified, people now, even though who qualified for the fast slot, because I was very, very tough player into the tournament. And unfortunately, got put pride into my face and qualified for the slot to go overseas. India, more especially see the girl with the long hair, and I wish you to see her hair. Alright, so I'll just let it stop right there.
Good afternoon, everyone, and many thanks to the media for giving us the opportunity to come here and showcase the game of chess. Um, I learned chess when I was in the fifth grade, but then I stopped playing the game because I couldn't see much at the time that it was actually a game that could take you anywhere. So it was later in 2017, and I live in the 72nd community. So I saw a kid passing by with a chess ball. His name is Molu Kekula, part of the 72nd Chess Club. And this is our president of the 72nd Chess Club and my master, Kimbo Simbola Jr. So I called him over and asked him about the game, and he's asking where he was taking it. He said he was moving over to a friend to play. So I decided to follow, thinking that I was good, but I wasn't. So John played like 3 to 4 games and found out I was nothing. So I became interested from there. So started following, playing every time, and from the bottom, now I can say I'm at the top. So thanks.
So Kaya with this presentation and let's record this.
Yeah, with this, we want to say to the Lord Mayor, it's better late than never. In January, we hosted a tournament here, and we could not do it anywhere other than at the Monrovia City Hall. So our guests who came into the country up and down, they still remember the hospitality shown to them here from the African Union Chess Championship. So we want to present to you our official regalia from that event, memorabilia that people are keeping, and even now some are even taking snapshots, taking it to the Olympia to say this is when they visited Monrovia for the first time. So I would like to say thank you for the assistance provided us then, and here are your gifts. So we have this first. Yeah. And also from the Liberia Chess Federation, as we prepare to go and play in India. Okay, this is the ball, the branded ball. Okay, as we prepare to go to play, we want to present this ball as the official present from the Liberia Chess Federation, and this is a promise that our trip will be nothing else but chess. And going forward, we hope that this is going to be a symbol at the Monrovia City Hall to unite the city leadership with the Liberia Chess Federation as we strive to host the first ever Monrovia Open Chess Tournament in 2023.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so kindly. We, due to our busy schedule, we have international guests here. Currently, the Vice President is hosting one of our counterparts. She's in the country, so I'm on my way there to that meeting. I would have loved for her to do the first opening match here, but we don't have the time. It takes a lot of time. Like the kids said, do not underestimate them. There is no ordinary chess player, no matter how the age may be. It's not the size, it's the mind. It teaches you how to engage. So this game is a very, 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 very interesting game. And I want to say to you, when a person sees a chess player, you must begin to cultivate some sense of respectability for them, because we know exactly what the game is about. We want to say thank you. We want to wish you farewell, Mr. President. On behalf of the city is very challenged. We're trying to clean this place. We have instructed the controller will work with you. We're going to be giving you an envelope. These people want to know. We don't want like them to know what is in it. So the envelope we presented to you is basically is our symbol to say to you we appreciate you. We wish you well as we're beginning to work together for the forward march of our country. We want you to go when you're out there, believe that you have the support of your country, so that when you go back, when it's around the world, other people give support to their team. So this is the way we want to demonstrate to encourage every one of you, and we want to show you when you come back with the flying colors, we're going to come here and we'll organize a dinner for you. A dinner that appreciation for you. So you see, when you don't bring anything, I'm going to dinner with you possible. when you bring something, no matter what it is, I know what the game is. Just bring something. Yeah, we won't go and pull you on anything. Just make sure there must be a reason why we should have the dinner. Yeah, but you can't come with empty hand, then we can have. So hopefully when you come back, August what, 11 or something? August 11. So August 11, hopefully when you come back with here, we can be able to have something on the 24th of August, so we can be able to celebrate you. This is the way we want to showcase. We want to showcase that this game is very important. Let our country see the kids. If the children room beginning to start, you see them bring your purposely so he can get interested. He just want America are teaching him so that he can develop interest in the game. The kid also play the game. So that I want him to develop the idea of it. So I asked him, I said, what do you feel? He said, wow, I didn't know that how important the game is. So it's important that one of the easier ways to keep your children moving is to introduce them. They will become mature on their own. Nobody can tell them. They become a thinking person. They know exactly what to do and what not to do. The game is so powerful. And that's why we think it's important. It's not the reason why we get an interest. We think it has something the country to get involved. So, Mr. Kaya, yes, I want to say thank you for the time. I want to wish all of you guys farewell, wish you success. So, bon voyage.
Thank you.